I love Chinese.
I can teach you like some words if you want.
Hey boy, let's
do
do it.
What do you want? What do you want to know?
My name is
我叫
C. How do you do
我
that? What?
Yeah, like the tone is 我
What?
Yeah, 叫
Jiao? Wo Jiao Beatrice.
Beatrice. Yeah. As you learn like English, you speak French, a little bit of Spanish. Do you have like some tips or advice for people who want to learn the language? What is the best way?
I think starting to listen in about it, like I always watch TV in English when I wanted to learn. I'm reading in English all my books. So even if it's not my first language, because I just want to keep learning about it. So yeah,
Okay, the TV like with subtitles or without?
with always
With which one? Like with English
English,
subtitles or your
English and
native
English.
language? English,
Yeah.
English.
But I need to read it and listen to it so it just get in easier.
As you can see, guys, one of the most common answer, and it's also my personal opinion, the best way to learn the language and one of the most fun way, it's watch TV shows and movies in that language which you want to learn. And in this case, I have a really awesome learning language program. It's called Lingopie. Lingopie is like Netflix of language learning. They have 9 languages which you can choose to learn and more than 3,000 different TV shows and videos. While you're watching the videos, you can choose the speed comfortable for you because sometimes it can be so hard to understand native speakers. If we need, we also can choose the option to use 1 or 2 language subtitles. And really cool option what they have in this app is you can create your own flashcards and then take a quiz with these new words to review it. For me personally, I really enjoy to watch a TV show. It's called Brazilian Ladies. It's so funny and they have a lot of everyday dialects. So you can learn a lot of new words from there and the really phrases which you can use in real life. If you guys are interested to learn more about Lingopie, I'm gonna put the link in the description under the video. It is so affordable. So if you click the link, you're gonna have like 7 days free trial and some special discount. So check it out.
As you speak already like several languages, do you have like any advice for people who want to learn language? What is the easiest way?
I guess like knowing people that are from the country of the language that you want to learn, it's the best way. Otherwise, I always say movies and TV series in the language and translating the lyrics of the songs. I also think it's very useful.
Translating to
Yeah.
your own language.
Yeah, kind of like reading them and understanding them and trying to translate them. That's also a very like useful way.
Okay.
Yes, I would also say like reading books that you have already read in your language in the other language. Then you can, it helps with your vocabulary.
Because you already know that like what is book about, so you can
Yes.
like pick the language. Okay.
Exactly.
That's about books. I've never heard about that one. Really, that is like the first advice.
I used to do it with English and it was really helpful.
I think it's not to be afraid, and when you have the opportunity to try to speak it, you should try. So, for example, if you travel, maybe if I would travel to Spain, it would be easier for me to speak English, but I'll try to speak Spanish just to try and exercise. Yeah,
Okay, so just not to be afraid, right?
exactly.
How many languages do you speak?
I speak 3 languages and a half.
3.5. Which ones?
I speak English, Italian, Spanish, and half Portuguese, more or less. I'm learning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Italy.
Nice.
Yeah, from
That's
Rome.
cool. How many languages do you speak?
I speak 2.5. I speak Portuguese, English, and Spanish.
Okay, and where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
Brazilian, Italian, English, Italian, Spanish, and
Some Portuguese.
some Portuguese.
Yes.
Okay, Portuguese, English, and Spanish.
Spanish.
Spanish. So both of you know a little bit of Spanish. So you learn or you know the language because you are Brazilian and you're Italian. It's kind of similar with Spanish.
And I know Spanish because I have a lot of Spanish friends, so I kind of had the opportunity to like practice it a lot. And I studied it in high school and university, so that goes.
Okay, so you and you.
I also studied it in school and it's a little similar to Portuguese, but I'm not fluent.
2,
Which ones?
French and English.
And I guess you're from Canada.
Yes, I am. To a big city.
So yeah, the same as your friend.
Yeah, I don't speak any other language. A little bit of Spanish sometimes when I have a beer or two.
Do you think like your level of Spanish
Yeah,
getting better with alcohol in your blood?
yeah, of course. Like every language that's not your born language, you get better when you have beer.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. As well, say it works the same for me.
Exactly.
I speak Portuguese, English, a bit of Spanish, and a bit of French.
I
So
guess you're Portugal.
I'm
From
Portuguese.
Portugal.
Yes.
You're Portuguese. Okay. So you speak a bit of Spanish and a bit of
Bit of
French.
yeah.
Which one you speak more better?
Maybe Spanish because it's similar to Portuguese, so it's very similar. I can I can understand everything, but speak is a bit harder.
But did you
Yeah.
learn
No,
Spanish?
it's just because it's very similar.
If you have a chance to know one more language, what language would it be?
That's a good one. I think it would be like Chinese or something like that.
Nice choice. Why
Thank you.
Chinese?
I don't know. I think it's the most spoken language in the world. So, and I think it's just so fascinating how I just don't understand how it works. So why not?
Yeah, yeah, that's fun.
Maybe Italian.
Why Italian?
I think it sounds very romantic. It's very cool, and it's also Latin, so I guess it's an advantage for me to learn as well. So I think
Okay.
Italian.
And do you think like Italian gonna be harder than French or?
I think French is pretty hard, so maybe easier. I don't know. Never tried to learn, so.
And how did you learn French?
In school,
In school.
yeah. So I had lessons. In
So
school.
you learned French in school, but Spanish you speak because
It's
you're
yeah,
Portuguese.
exactly.
You have like advantages because like you're Portuguese.
Oh, I would love to speak like a good French.
Good French.
Yes, like
Why?
super fluent.
Why French?
Because I think it's like a language that has so much culture like behind it. It sounds very good, and I love Paris. So
Awesome. Nice reason.
Yeah.
What about you?
I would love to speak Italian because my family is Italian. So, like my grandparents, so I would like to learn.
So you're ethnically Italian,
Yes.
but you
But
but
I'm
you
from
were born
Brazil.
from Brazil.
Yes. Like my family went to Brazil during the war.
Okay, okay. So nice. You would love to know Italian.
Yes.
And Italian girls like, would love to know French.
perfect.
How many languages do you speak?
5.
Which ones?
Ukrainian, Russian, Polish, English, and Portuguese.
English and Portuguese. Okay. And I guess you're from Ukraine.
Yes, Ukrainian.
That's cool. And how do you know Polish?
Well, it's the neighbor country, so it was handy to get to know the language. And also, I've been to the summer school of Polish language. I don't even remember, more than 10 years ago.
Okay, that's cool. And how do you learn Portuguese?
I live here. It's already 10 years.
Oh, okay. So that's cool. Like 5 languages. That's actually pretty cool. And so then I have another question for you. If you have a chance to know one more language, what language would it be?
Italian.
Why?
Well, I always like to go to Italy, and well, I understand, but I'm just not capable to answer. I
Okay.
had one lesson of Italian language when back to university.
Okay, that's cool. And do you think like it's also like easy after you
Of
learn
course, because
Portuguese?
it's Roman language.
Mhm.
And what about you?
I speak 4. I speak Ukrainian, English, Chinese, and Russian.
Are you Ukrainian?
Yeah, of course. And okay, then the last question for you: do you think it is important to learn the language of that country where you're going to travel?
It's a plus, of course, but then if you speak English, it's more or less international, so you can live with that. I think if you're gonna live somewhere, it's a must-have to master the language. But if you just travel for a week or months, it's not mandatory. But I don't know. Maybe if you travel to Japan, so you gotta learn some phrases, maybe basic.
Okay, so it's better to learn some basic, right?
Yeah, it's logic.
Okay, that's it. Thank you so much.
Дякую.
Дякую.